This is Investor Ideas, and we're here at the Vancouver Resource Investor Conference 2016. Here's a snapshot of 3 presenting companies and what to look for in mining stocks in 2016.
Looking for silver, you go to Mexico. If you're looking for silver in Mexico, you go to the Fresnillo silver trend. As you can see, Fresnillo is there, and that's where they've been for 130 years. And our JV is the little blue area there. So let's hone in a little and talk about this area, because this is a very important slide. It shows you where we are. The blue and the green is the JV, and it extends westward and southward as well, as you can see. And we're those 2 veins on the top. The top vein, which is very close to the corner, is called the Valdecanis vein, and that holds 90% of the asset, or asset's value, or the company's value. And then there's the Juanicipio vein, which is below that. On our hole 001, so our first hole, we hit mineralization in the Juanicipio vein. If you look over to the right there, where Saucedo is, Saucedo 2, and all those vein structures, Fresnillo had looked there, but they hadn't discovered anything significant. Once they understood our geological model, they went back and they drilled the area, as well as putting some drills back down the same collars, and they found an additional 650 million ounces in that area. One of the interesting things that is currently happening with Fresnillo is they've already started the Saucedo 2 mine and the Saucedo 1 mine. If you notice there, our vein is called the Valdecanis vein, and over the property line, it's called the Jarias vein. But the important thing that you need to understand is that it's the same vein. That's one of the key things. The reason why it's important is because with Fresnillo already starting mining that vein, we're going to have 3 years of extraction data. Because what happens in mining is you find an asset, and then you go into a lab and you do the assays. You take that mineralization and you break it down in a lab, and you try and create what would happen when you take it through a metallurgical plant. But you're doing it in a small scale, and then you have to ramp it up to 3,000 or 4,000 tons a day. What we have with Fresnillo is they already have a full plant, and they'll have that full plant for 3 years. So from an investor's point of view, for risk management and reducing your risk, it's another thing that reduces it. We're not a junior trying to do it ourselves. We're a junior with the highest grade asset, with the best guys developing it for us and operating it for us. We're a company that has 8 employees and $77 million in the bank. We've been able to maintain our share price between $9 and $9.50 over the past year. As far as milestones going forward, we have a drill program coming out that isn't just an exploratory drill program. It's a drill program that is extending mineralization just to find out how much we have.
There's 2 things that separate us from many of the other juniors here at this conference. Number 1, we have cash. We're sitting at approximately 13 million. Number 2, we have a fully permitted asset in Canada's Yukon that'll produce over 200,000 ounces of gold per year. Shareholding, our largest shareholder now is Sun Valley Gold, a large hedge fund out of Sun Valley, Idaho. They started 2015 at about 12%. If you follow them on SETI, you'll see that they pretty much buy our stock in the market every week. I've talked to Peter Palmetto, the CEO, asked him why. It's great to have that support. He said, we're the most leveraged gold stock in their portfolio. So he's a gold bull. He thinks gold goes to $1,400, our share price is $1. If it goes to $2,000, which he thinks is likely in the next couple of years, our share price goes to $20. So that's why he buys in the market every week. Second largest shareholder is Kinross. They've been with us from 2007, made an initial investment in Victoria, and they've maintained it through all our financings. They also give us great access to their Fort Knox mine in Alaska, which is a twin to Eagle. Oops, went the wrong way there. Now I'm going to show you a quick animation which does a better job of explaining Eagle and what we plan to do over the next couple of years.
Victoria Gold's Eagle Gold project is a proposed shovel-ready open-pit in-valley heap gold project that will produce approximately 200,000 ounces of gold per year over a 10-year mine life, making it the largest gold mine in Yukon history. The Eagle Gold project is located in central Yukon, which is recognized as a safe mining jurisdiction with over a century-long history of gold mining. The deposit lies within the Tintina Gold Belt and is located approximately 85 kilometers by road north-northeast from the village of Mayo and about 400 kilometers north of the capital city of Whitehorse. The project is the most developed project in the region and is well supported by local infrastructure, including a year-round, all-weather access road, is near grid power, and an airstrip 40 kilometers to the south. The existing 100-person camp on site will be expanded prior to construction. The Eagle Gold project is shovel-ready. The feasibility study and environmental assessment process are complete. The Corp's mining license is received, and a comprehensive cooperation benefits agreement with the local First Nation of the Na-Cho-Nyakdun was signed in 2011. Victoria Gold's focus is to bring the Eagle Gold project into production. Initial construction and pre-stripping costs are estimated at $400 million. Construction of the mine will take approximately 18 months. During operations, the mine will be a significant economic contributor to the Yukon, employing 350 to 400 people.
Erdene Resource Development. Our standard forward-looking statements. Today I'll tell you about our company focused on Mongolia's gold belts. We're developing a new gold district in the Tian Shan Gold Belt, largely through greenfield discovery. We're advancing the first of those, the Altanar Gold Polymetallic project, towards production. And secondly, just announced in December of this year, have a new high-grade discovery called Bayan Hundi. We're also in an alliance with Teck Resources, who is our largest shareholder. Teck owns 13% of the company. We're exposing our shareholders to porphyry copper exploration through the Teck Alliance. Our management and technical team have been involved in Mongolia since 1997, so perhaps the longest standing team of expat geologists in the country. Why Mongolia? The Tian Shan Fold Belt moves through southern Mongolia, and this is one of the most prolific gold belts in the world, second only to the VIT Basin in South Africa in terms of known gold resources. A lot of people don't think about the Tian Shan Gold Belt when they think about Canadian mining company production. But on the TSX today, there's almost 2 million, or in excess of 2 million ounces produced from this belt from companies like Kinross, Centerra, Rio Tinto, and you can see a number of these deposits on your screen. You can also see where our projects are located in the southwest part of the country. This area of Mongolia has been has seen significant infrastructure development over the last decade. When I first arrived here in 1997, it was virtually barren, and today you have numerous large mines in operation, blacktop highways, railways, power coming to the border. So it really has been a significant mining boom over the last decade. 100% ownership in our projects, no royalty, no underlying joint ventures, unlimited growth potential in both projects. All targets are open in all directions. Very high grades, near surface, good metallurgy. We've been in Mongolia a long time, we know how the country works, and we're just 200 kilometers from the largest gold consumer in the world. Quickly, corporate snapshot, 105 million shares outstanding, 15 million market cap. We've just added David Moser to our advisory board. David was the creator and ran High River Gold, which found and developed mines in Russia and Africa. I mentioned Teck Resources, our largest shareholder. We have a number of Asian funds, and our management continues to increase its ownership, going from 7 to 12% over the last 24 months. In terms of our performance, I think we've kept away from the pack a little bit. We've returned 10% over the last 24 months 30% over the last 12 months, and our market cap continues to grow over the last 4 years. So quite a stable company, I think poised to be one of those next great gold discoverers coming into the next cycle.